This is a HeadGum podcast.
What's up, shitheads? Welcome back to another episode of High and Mighty. It's me, your boy, the number one fuckboy, Johnny G from the South Shore of Nassau County, Long Island, standing 6'2", 300 and something pounds. He's going through it, folks. It's John Gabris. All you gotta do is trust me. Jackson, Maine from A Star Is Born. What are you still doing here? Abortion is healthcare. Okay, you're still on that one too. Thank you, brother. Also joining me in the High and Mighty studios, my nearly silent co-host, Arthur Gabris. Psych! Arthur Gabris is at home. I am not in the High and Mighty studios. I am in the HeadGum studios recording with recording legends. You know him from the Dumbbells, it's Ryan Stanger. And from the Raj Tapes, it's Ben Rogers, a.k.a. the Action Boys.
Hey, Johnny G, thanks for that really wonderful intro.
Hey, of course, guys. It's the least I could do.
And that's the first time you've ever done an opening like that.
Yeah, and I just thought I'd try it.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's strong. I think you're going to have to update pretty soon with a quote from the maestro.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade
Coop's new offering.
I was going to thinking about doing his little halfling character from the new Dungeons & Dragons movie. Spoiler, there's a secret Bradley Cooper cameo in D&D.
I think you should hype it up when you have guests who you've never met before.
Brother, the hardest thing about this show is sitting across from someone who's never, and I'm like, all right, well, thank you for coming to me. You're a magazine writer, and you've never, like anytime I have like a guest that isn't a comedy peer, and they just like look at me, and they're like
minute one into this is like, why the fuck, what did somebody get me into?
It's like
it's
an
the best.
allergy show.
My email address.
Sacha Baron Cohen like
the best.
prank or something.
It's the best because you can tell they haven't listened to your pod before. Like, I don't care. I don't expect someone to. I explain that there's nothing to my show. But when I go, I'm going to do an obnoxious intro, and then after that, it's just a free-form chat. They're like, totally. And then as I'm doing the intro, when it ends, someone's always like, oh, okay, so that's what you meant. And I'm like, thank you.
It did jack my heart rate up a little bit. I'd bet a lot of your weed guests have no change.
Just no
Just brings
reaction.
them to baseline.
I did do it live in front of Doug Benson, who I noticed had never listened to my podcast before. He was just like, oh.
This is our first time in the HeadGum studios.
Yeah, I had them turn the heat up so that we can feel it.
Hollywood Handbook did just get out, and it was right.
Yeah. I think we should start a little cross-HeadGum rivalry. Those fucking pricks got it so hot in here.
I'm not fucking around. It was hot.
Jealous of the metabolic rate. They're fucking burning calories.
They're in their full thermogenic state.
We're trying to
point.
start shit, and we can't help but be jealous of their thermogenic rate. It fucking sucks.
Heat shock proteins alone.
Got that. They even got that.
They got that.
Damn it, dude.
They
got a bigger listenership. The fucking heat shock proteins.
Fucking career is through the roof.
They're
and they got
considered smart. I'm not. My brand is dumb, so that sucks.
I haven't worked on my brand at all, but it manages to just be dumb. Other people told me my brand. I'm starting to think it's just offensive.
So last time we were on High and Mighty, we did an Action Boys name game.
Yes.
People seem to really like it, where I wrote down, it's something we just do.
It's something we did at the retreat, like off mic for kicks.
Oh, we've done it.
I mean, we do it
for
all
years. We just bring
we do it
up
over text.
Yes.
It's like you get a text that just says Mason Storm.
and we like to identify where these names came from, what actor played what character, because the names these writers in the 80s and 90s came up with are usually pretty funny. Gabris just mentioned Mason Storm, who of course is Steven Seagal from Hard to Kill from 1990. Now, we wanted to do it again because people seem to really like it. We posed it as a kind of bullshit contest, even though it wasn't. It just led to a lot of conversation. Gabris was pretty locked in, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I my like something in my spectrum brain activated, and I could like remember the credits of every movie at that.
I was characteristically bumbling and foolish.
Yeah. Now, you played the role. You said, you're right. Guys, when we do this, I'm going to kind of be like confused mostly.
I mean, it's a commedia dell'arte.
Well, we
gotta have a
also-
dumb
You
guy
have the
in
big
this.
nose. Like
We are also bad at this.
Yes.
Which is
Yeah, it's
something
hard. It's fucking hard.
It's hard. And we've actually, and this is Stanger's idea. He said we should try taglines, which is something we never even really talk about. And I actually went through a lot of taglines, and I'm not going to overdo giving myself any hard work or ethic. I went through IMDb, which we usually refer to on our podcast as the sauna.
Now, the new sauna, by the way, is the Headgum Studio.
Yeah.
We should just sit in here in towels and gold chains and record.
So it is. You got. I mean, you can't hear this or see it. It's
You might
fucking
be able to
disgusting.
see it. It's thick in here.
A lot of people have heat vision now on their phones, so they can see the temp and feel it.
The fucking
Predator can't
vision.
find us.
Yeah.
It's just all red.
He took his little thing
Yeah,
off.
He's like, what the
It's like,
fuck?
fuck, man.
It's dripping sweat. He's like, I'm a fucking predator and it's hot in here.
I want the mud bath.
He's returned to the Headgum Studios.
What's up, shitheads?
Anytime.
What's up, shitheads? So I wrote down, I went on IMDb. I looked up a bunch of taglines, something we don't usually discuss. And some are going to be mysteries. Some are on the fucking nose. I got a wintry mix of everything. And some are a little tricky. I did set up a couple trick questions for you guys to keep you on your toes.
Oh, I'm
Thank
going to
you.
blow this, by the way. 'cause
Thank you.
I'm better with names than I am with this shit.
It's more challenging, but some are dead giveaways. There's a couple.
Rambo's back
gimmies.
for the second time.
Yes, there's shit like that.
His name is John Rambo, and he's going to Vietnam.
I didn't write down all those. Some like fully just explain the movies, but I put in a couple.
Just because I thought of this yesterday.
Yeah.
I looked up the Robot Jocks poster just
Yeah.
to see if it would trigger me at all. And the tagline was 2 machines, 2 men, 2 wild. TOO wild.
I love it.
I was like, I love this, but nothing about this movie is wild.
Some are so vague, like I didn't even bother writing them down. They're like an epic adventure begins.
Is it just a dream gig to be like in a fucking conference room being like, okay, here's the deal. He's a robot cop named Murph. We need a tagline for the movie. Like,
You got to be like that permanent midnight guy that used to write for Alf that was just doing a bunch of heroin and coke where you can just like fucking crank them out.
Jerry Stahl.
Yeah, it's a form of poetry when you really start to study them because punctuation goes anywhere. Anything can be capitalized. There's ellipses where there shouldn't be one. A couple times I like went to expand and it was like, oh no, that's it.
That's the full tagline.
Yeah.
It just ends in a ... as if something else might be there.
Should we just jump into this? I got one to start off.
Yeah,
which
let's-
shadows our previous High and Mighty appearance.
So these are all movies that we've done on the Action Boys podcast.
That's
which
right.
people can listen to at actionboys.biz.
Yes.
Get our Patreon. And then a real quick thing, just a reminder, the sauna you mentioned, the origin of the sauna for people that forgot is I would reference, or any of us would reference.
Stanger would pretend he knew stuff.
Listen. It's not.
No,
Okay,
he was
hold
never
on.
lying. Yeah.
No,
But
he wasn't lying, but he
it was
just wasn't
early-
giving credit.
Early on in the show, we would talk about IMDb a lot. And then it just felt like after the 10th time I did it in one episode, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to say, I heard that the director did this. And they're like, you heard? Where did you hear that? And they called me out and made fun of me.
Because the place you spend most of the time of the longest duration of your day is spent in a sauna.
Well,
So we
no,
started-
then it was like, so then we just started extrapolating and saying
That
at
was
the
at the
gym.
gym.
We
Oh,
overheard
right.
people at the gym.
Oh, right. It was be like,
And then-
I was doing
yeah.
hanging leg raises, and someone said they originally
And
wanted Clint Eastwood for this role.
Then that became just the song.
That
Right.
became just the sauna.
and then
So-
briefly, we were doing impressions of the people in the sauna who are telling us the facts, and that we
it was like
removed
old Russian
eventually.
men.
Yeah.
Old Russian, and then people got offended
Yeah.
by it. So
People
we
were
stopped.
like, Russians are our enemies now, and you're like, okay. So we switched our
Now.
avatar to a Ukrainian flag, and we're all Gucci now.
Once it starts, nothing can stop it. The tagline is, once it starts, nothing can stop it. It is a movie from the 80s.
Okay.
It is a canon film.
Ooh.
God.
It stars 2 guys.
Gotta keep it
two
vague.
guys.
It stars 2 guys.
That's more than normal.
One wants to work at maybe a big company someday if he can really put his nose to the grindstone. Maybe even as a janitor.
Oh, yeah. I know it.
Maybe even starting
Ding,
at
ding.
Okay, Gabrus.
Ding, ding.
Chase Bank janitor.
Oh,
It's Runaway Train.
Yeah, Runaway Train. Very good.
God damn
Of course,
it.
Manny and Buck
Yeah.
are two escapees who get on a runaway train. And as we began our last High and Mighty appearance talking about which one's Manny, which one's Buck.
Buck is Eric Roberts.
We know that only because the impression
Yes.
of Eric Roberts is like, Manny.
He's saying Manny.
Yes.
Manny is John Voight,
Yeah.
who gives an inspirational speech.
And you just ran into a cast member of Runaway Train yesterday.
I did. I ran into Danny Trejo. I was texting these guys. He has such an orbit that, like, I walked by and was debating, should I even say something? And he just grabbed my hand. He's like, God bless you.
He just could tell by your
Yeah, he
vibe,
was
by
like,
your
this
like
dude-
olive drab
Yeah.
jacket and like.
I've lost my fucking army jacket.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
That's
fucking
the
live in that
jacket I
thing.
picture you in, and those are the jeans I picture Stanger in. By
I
the
know.
way, like, and if
why
I
I
I was
drew
gonna
Stanger-
wear it. I was gonna wear it here. I couldn't fucking find it.
Shit.
Okay. An avalanche of thrills.
Oh, yeah.
An avalanche of thrills.
Ooh, that's Gabe, right?
Fucking Gabrus.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Gabe
Gabrus
Walker.
Cliffhanger 1993. That one's pretty good, I think.
Yeah,
'Cause
that one's-
It gives you enough.
Is
like,
there an avalanche in that movie?
I
it
don't
doesn't
think
matter.
so.
That's why it's poetry.
But that's the thing
Yes.
about taglines; they're sort of like off the just an image of the movie.
Yeah.
They're rarely like,
It evokes cliffhanger.
yeah, like. It's so funny. What's his name in that movie too?
Gabe
It's like
Walker.
Gabe
Gabe
Walker.
Walker.
Gabe,
Yeah.
Gabe,
Colorado native.
Yeah.
Gabe Walker.
Gabe Walker.
Hey, look, I live in-
I'm from Boulder. You
Everybody
guys want
says-
some gorp?
Yeah, our airport is pretty weird.
Everybody says we're so crunchy out here, you know?
Hey,
Come
when
on.
you get a mile high up, man, it gets to you. Altitude, right?
People have been climbing rocks
That's
since
just-
who knows? Okay, our next tagline. Where you are the endangered species.
Oh, I know this. There's 200 of these movies and books and stories, right?
Okay, where you are the endangered
Oh, wait,
species.
maybe I have it wrong.
It's from the 90s.
Is it Hard Target?
I think species
Oh, Species.
is it's not species.
Okay.
But I think endangered species is kind of where it's pushing. So animal.
Oh, see, I was going to say, what's the iced tea?
Oh,
Surviving the Game.
Surviving the game.
Surviving
Yeah,
the Game.
surviving.
That
That's
was
a
my
great
guess.
guess.
Yeah.
No, it's got an animal who makes frequent appearances on our podcast. She can talk.
Congo. Amy
So,
the gorilla.
One of our
Amy's
favorite
talking.
actors, of course, is Amy the gorilla.
Amy the gorilla.
The Frank Marshall
Who-
masterpiece
yeah.
Congo, based on the Crichton
I
novel.
hate to name drop, but Amy does frequently make appearances on our podcast.
She is a gorilla that's been trained in sign language and has
Talk gloves.
An
Talk
amazing
gloves.
glove that is been embraced by the
deaf
deaf community.
It's obviously real tech because everyone is still using it.
Amy, good, great.
Amy does do
love
the ads on
Action
High and Mighty.
Boys.
She has
Athletic Greens, promo code MIGHTY.
she has a TikTok like
Right.
Android
TikTok
voice.
narrator
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Amy loves Audible books.
She got me onto Audible.
Yeah, she got me.
Oh,
yeah.
Athletic Greens, and she drinks green
Yeah.
drink. That's her
Yeah.
thing. Green
Amy
drink.
love green drink, and that, of course, is Athletic Greens. You got to clean them up a little
Right,
bit.
yeah. And when she does not mean the olives in a martini, she means Athletic Greens.
Amy loves talk book.
She's, of course, talking about Audible, a wonderful way to listen to books.
Promo code High and Mighty.
Amy saving on supplements by getting all from Athletic Green.
Amy, kill me, please.
Please.
I do not want to be here anymore.
Amy want to be in jungle.
Help, Amy.
High and Mighty studio too hot for
Prefer
Amy.
Congo.
Prefer
Where it's
Sub-Saharan Africa.
Shouldn't you want the jungle?
Okay. This is where I got some good ones for you. These ones all kind of go
They're
together.
all bangers so far. Yeah, because
and of
you're
course,
fucking
that was
guessing them all. you fucking assholes.
1995's Congo we were referring to with Dr. Karen Ross and Dr. Peter Elliott.
And
Two of our favorites.
Oh, yeah, Peter Elliott, prolific.
Oh God! Right now I know. I was like, which one? Oh, right. That's why I forgot.
Okay.
Fucking
Laura-
Ernie
it's Laura
Hudson's
Linney's the...
Yeah, she's
she's
Dr.
great.
Karen Ross.
and Ernie Hudson smoking the coolest looking
Yeah,
blunt. in
Hudson's great. Tim Curry's great. The
Yeah.
movie's a fucking disaster.
Okay, here we go. Judge, jury, executioner.
Oh, Judge Dredd?
You're wrong.
God damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it was, again, granted, this was a trick question.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
I
this
knew
is-
we were going to go straight to Judge Dredd.
all right, it's not Judge Dredd. Is it the jury?
How
about-
Pauly Shore?
Yeah, jury duty with
Jury
Pauly Shore.
duty?
Is it Dredd? Yeah. Carl Urban.
Okay,
hold on. The
this is the
judge, the
star.
jury, and the executioner. Is it RoboCop? No.
It stars an architect.
Oh, wow. God damn. Is it the first Death Wish?
Death Wish. Death Wish.
Yeah,
Of course,
Paul
Paul
Kersey.
Kersey.
Of course, Paul Kersey.
The great Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson just
What-
changing cinema. The ultimate revenge
This is the
movie.
first time every female member of his family is raped and killed. It will happen to him
Right.
4 more times.
Okay. Now, let me follow this up.
I take
This
I
is a
take
series.
issue with jury though.
Yeah, he's not. It's not a jury of your peers.
Yeah.
One 80-year-old.
Well, even
Well,
him,
let me
even if
take
it's
the
just,
evidence.
Yeah, even if it's just him, he's not considering anything. He just fucking.
Let me debate these things a little bit harder.
In Death Wish 2, when he shoots the purse snatcher in the back with a magnum, it's like a 15-year-old kid who just stole a purse. Like, that is such overreaction.
The verdict is you're dead. I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot you twice. I've weighed the evidence. I'm going to shoot you in the face and you in the back.
I am thirsty.
Okay, here we go. This is a series to trip you guys up.
Okay.
One man is judge, jury, and executioner.
All right, this is either Judge Dredd or Death Wish 2.
Okay. So this is Judge Dredd.
Okay.
Now, clearly, they wanted Judge, Jury, and Executioner, and somebody was like, that's actually Death Wish from 20 years ago.
And people are going to be up in arms.
And they were like, fuck, all right, how about one man is?
Throw down your weapons. Prepare to be second. And the tagline. Didn't get there first, guys.
God, Bronson, he's always Bronson. Okay,
Mr. I am the law.
here we go. This is the last in the series. First his wife, now his daughter. It's time to even the score.
Oh wow! So it's definitely another. It's definitely another
Death Wish.
Death Wish.
Okay.
It's just a matter of
Which Death Wish?
is it
2 is his daughter, right? Where she jumps out the window, like to her
so it's
death.
2?
2. Now his daughter.
Yeah. And
So that's what they're selling the movie on. It's like, fuck, he's going to be real mad when they kill his daughter.
they're selling it like, you should check this movie out. His daughter dies.
Just like in the lobby of a movie theater, just being like, fuck, all right, I'm there.
Yeah, I mean it's getting a lot of conservatives who always talk about having daughters and
Yeah.
stuff.
I have a daughter.
I have a daughter,
So that's
so-
why I am a fucking
because-
asshole
yeah.
to everybody on the road. I'm a daughter, so that's why I got an F-350.
I've
Why I'm
got a
against
daughter.
women's rights.
And I want to make sure she can't get an abortion.
I have a daughter, and I want to grow up to be subjugated just like the way I treat my wife.
I don't want her to have
Ex-wife.
equal access to health care.
God
I've
damn it,
gotta
I have a
even the
daughter. If I have to
score.
kill a man in front of her, I will.
Oh no, they got my daughter. Now they're up. Now I have to even the score.
Right. Evening the score is funny. I'll kill their daughter.
I hope these punks got daughters.
Hopefully it's not a confusing scoring system like tennis or something where you're just like, oh, I don't know.
It's
Okay.
45 love, Jeff Goldblum.
Larry Fishburne.
Larry Fishburne.
That's when he was Larry.
It's crazy. By the way,
Wait, in Death Wish 3, what's the family situation? He's got a new girlfriend, right? We just did this a couple.
Death Wish 3 is the one where he's with the neighbor. Wait,
He goes, he
goes to like a
4 is the Crackdown, which we
4
just
is the
did.
Crackdown we just
Yeah.
did. 3 is the one where he
3
goes
is the one where it's
like a
Home Alone,
building.
and
He
he's
Yeah.
like,
He gets the
where he's,
minigun.
he's setting up like traps, and like everybody's like laughing about like
Yeah.
people.
This is
getting
where he
their
like
arms broken.
ethnically cleanses a neighborhood, more or less. Like he comes in and kills every poor person that lives there.
2 is also 1982, and then his age between 2 and 3 starts to become apparent. That's
Yeah.
like 3 is the new chapter in Bronson, where it's like, okay, now these are.
Well, in 4 he looks full on old, which is kind of fine.
4, I brought up how much he looks like my grandma, and it's terrifying. Like he looks. If you just shaved him, he
Ben's
would look
grandma is a catfish, for the record.
spitting image of my grandma.
I didn't get a thank you note this year, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, what would you like for your birthday? You could have it in wood. You could have it in concrete.
Merry Christmas, grandson.
God, if fucking Bronson was your grandpa, that'd be awesome.
I told you guys
Grandma.
that.
Grandma's even better.
Grandma's
I'm saying
better,
in real
dude.
life. Yeah. It is
Don't
better.
cry. My grandma was great. Great cook. I told you guys.
I've got embarrassing stories about your mom.
F. Murray Abraham, like his kid used to live in my apartment. I think, apparently, because I got a Christmas card from him. I mean, they must have a weird relation, but it was the most surreal fucking thing where because there was
F. Murray?
there was no name on the envelope. It just had my address, so I opened it up and it's like "Merry Christmas, son" from F. Murray Abraham.
That
Like,
$10,000 check.
He signs his full name. He doesn't say dad.
There was a check in there with his name on it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
check. Wow. How much?
I got his routing number. Let's
I
go,
can't
boys.
remember, but it was I mean, I like gave it to a neighbor who knew. I was like, this is
Who
a pretty
needed the
good
money?
check. Yeah. Like, you got fucking need
Okay, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Van Damme, F. Murray Abraham. Who you got?
Gamer's doing a pretty good impression of like the questions we get the most time. Okay.
The fans, the
Yeah.
listeners of our
Oh,
podcast
yeah.
are always like, Judge Dredd or the judge? Who would you rather be judged by?
I'm dying to know who they would want to fuck on air. Schwarzenegger or Van Damme the most. Wow, we provide 3 or 4
That's
hours
the
of
whale
content.
writing
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Would you want to fuck first?
want to fuck? Shut the camera off.
Who would you want to fuck?
Shut the fucking camera off. Shut the fucking camera off.
Was that in The Whale you're referring? There's like he's watching gay porn in The Whale.
Yes.
Now,
he gets
is that-
Cubaned, right? I don't know. I haven't watched it.
I don't think so. I think he's just watching it. But is
He is tubing.
is that like a clip they pulled from an actual porn, or were those actors that
They got paid. They got paid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do they license it from a previous porn
license it
scene
right,
shot?
or did Aronofsky
or did they-
stage of like a fake porn scene? And are you telling all your friends like, "Hey, I booked a fucking job in The Whale"?
I'm in the new Aronofsky movie. I'm on the fat guy's laptop. You know the disgusting pig that everyone hates?
He's getting off on me.
He jerks
Gigs
off
again.
to me.
There's a lot of fucking Oscar buzz around this movie.
I've told this story on on Action Boys before when I went and got coffee and the barista was like, "I saw your penis last night," or she's like, "I saw you naked," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Westworld." I was like, "I was
You're Yul Brynner, right?
Yeah. And then I went back and I was like, I got to see what the fuck this girl's talking about. And so I turn on Westworld, a show I don't watch, and there's a scene where they go to like the storage unit where all these robots are, and there's a guy just standing like butt ass naked, like with his fucking dick flopping out. And at the time I had a mustache, and she must have been like, "That's the guy I give coffee to." It was so confident. She said it like it was like no, like good for you,
You
man.
panic.
Yeah.
She's like, I saw you naked last night. You're like, oh, God. I got to
Fuck,
check my
she saw me in
DMs.
the fucking bushes.
What if you went and watched it and all there was just like a baby getting changed or something? Like, oh, shit, is that
The fuck? I guess a little bit in the cheeks.
Baby's not a blonde. Okay.
Okay, so here's the
Baby had a
other
mustache.
kind of type of tagline.
Okay.
Where it just sort of spills out the whole movie.
Okay.
So this one won't be a challenge, but it might be because these movies are hard to
Pretty similar.
categorize.
I'm gonna guess it'll be a challenge regardless for me. But
Yeah,
go
well,
ahead.
you'll know
Talking, listening. These are all challenges.
You'll know who. Again, we've run into this issue last time we did this game. You'll know who the actor is, but you won't know what the 3-word title of the movie is.
Ooh,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's 2 actors who their movies are kind of all similarly. We'll
okay.
get into it.
Seagal,
Yes.
exquisitely
So
challenging.
it's Seagal. Yeah. I mean, this is no con. He was a covert agent trained in Vietnam. He has a master 6th-degree black belt in Aikido and family in the mafia. He's a cop with an attitude.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I was wrong. I thought it was.
It's above the law? Yeah.
Stanger nailed it. It's
Yeah,
above
that's
the
Gino
law.
Foligno?
one.
That's
Yeah.
Nico.
That's Nico
Nico
Toscani.
Yeah.
There's Gino Foligno, Nico Toscani,
Yes.
and then
He's wearing the beret in this one.
right. This is the beret one.
Sleeveless beret.
Oh yeah, this is
He's
1988.
got his fucking 12-inch pythons.
Arms like a stack of dimes.
He's got his fucking. He's got his
Keto
fucking
doesn't
car
do- yeah.
car dealership arms out.
So we're of course referring to Seagal has very poor arm definition.
Yes.
And when he runs, he looks particularly crazy.
Yeah. His arms kind of. He started
Noodle arms.
noodle
is
arms,
what-
and he
what
started
most people
wearing
refer
long.
to it.
Like in Hard to Kill, he does like a workout montage.
You
and
gotta
stuff.
watch him run in Hard to Kill. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
the hill run.
Yeah, the hill run.
He at least still looks human. This is before he's gone full.
now.
Yeah, now he's like
Nosferatu.
shaved grimace or whatever he's going by. Yeah, he's like Nosferatu.
We talked about how he has a fake V-neck that rivals Bram Stoker's Dracula.
A fake widow's peak.
Widow's Peak,
Yeah,
excuse me. V-neck,
Fake
yeah.
V-neck. He's got fake skin here. He's got like
A dickie, but
Ricardo
it's a-
Montalban chest piece from the con.
Or like a dickie that's a V-neck. That'd be a fun. It's just like
Okay. His
real
widow's
turtleneck.
Here's a
fake
tough-
V-neck.
Yeah,
Here's
he's
a-
like
here's a
spray
tough one
painted
for you
down
guys.
to here. He's got like fucking
Yeah, it's full Eddie Munster.
You will believe a duck can talk. You will believe a duck can talk.
So the hardest part of that movie, the buy-in for that movie is like, do you believe this part of the movie?
well,
They're
it's,
doing
it's-
Superman.
They're doing a play on Superman.
Oh.
Superman's tagline was, "You will believe a man can fly."
Oh,
It's a great story because they released the trailer long before the movie was even shot. And it was just, they had Brando and they had Gene Hackman and they just did a shot of clouds and it was like Marlon Brando, Gene Hackman, you will believe a man can fly.
Oh,
Great.
That's how they-
It's a great
Yeah, genius.
tagline. Now, it's Howard the Duck. Any guesses what Howard's name is credited as? Howard T. Duck.
Wow, his middle name's the. Must be a
apparently.
family name.
Yeah.
It's Tiberius.
Here's a great one. And this will kind of be a challenge. Nick Parker is quick as a snake, strong as a bull, not to mention blind as a bat.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Blind Fury.
Yeah.
Rutger Hauer.
Yep.
Yeah.
His name is Nick Parker.
Yeah,
and to
Nick
put that in
Parker.
the title, like having not.
That's the other part of taglines I've noticed. Several of them do have the character's name, as though like, yeah, all right, I like the name. Nick Parker?
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
going to be a lot of adventures with Nick Parker.
Yeah, because Nick Parker sounds like it could be Michael J. Fox's name from The Hard Way. Like,
Yeah, could be anybody.
it could be anybody.
Pretty close, I think.
It is some Nick
Yeah.
something, I feel like.
Nick
God.
Lang.
Fucking Blind Fury was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. I used to think like if you were blind, you'd be even better at martial arts.
Totally forgettable.
Completely
Totally forgettable. We watched it for the podcast.
Somebody
barely-
interesting directed it.
I can't. I
Is
mean,
it like Philip Noyce or something like it's somebody? No, that's wrong. But
yeah.
Elizabeth
Movies
Banks, I
have fooled us into thinking that like if you're blind, you will be superior at martial arts.
Yeah, like Daredevil and all that shit
They
comes
all-
together.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, if I was blind, I would be able to focus on my art.
well, hey, fucking straight up blood sport or kickboxer.
Yeah,
He
they
does a
both
lot
have
of
that.
blindfolded training.
Okay, I thought you were doing something with your fingers to like you kind of landed in that. I thought it was like to explain something.
I thought you were
but
about to do
just
a
like,
reference
me
to
too.
Blind Fury
You were
or
just like
something.
centering yourself.
I think it was just my body like helping me get kickboxer and blood sport, and I had to do something physical. So I don't say kickboxer twice. One is kickboxer, one is
Blood boxer and kick sport.
This is one of the great discoveries from the Action Boys for me, and I think I've been told it's recently added to the Criterion Collection.
Ooh.
The games, the romance, the spirit. Camelot is a state of mind.
Wow, first night?
Knight Riders.
Oh,
right.
1981.
Yes.
Knight Riders, George Romero film that I don't think any of us had seen.
I hadn't
before.
even heard of.
This was a Ben
I
pick.
I threw it on just a while. I was like, maybe this will be good for the podcast. We loved it.
I'm
Yeah.
still like, yeah.
We were really taken by this one.
When you
I was
said
thinking
first
about
night, I was trying to picture that on Criterion, and it's like so funny. It's like extra interviews with Connery and Richard Gere. And
Connery
just,
be like, I
I
did it for
didn't
the
have
money.
to learn how to use
Yeah.
a sword at all. I was fucking my best friend's daughter, Arthur, the king of Camelot.
Zucker talking about conservative politics.
Talking about the gauntlet. We built the gauntlet in date. Oh man, Knight Riders is fun as fuck and looks dangerous. It looks fun. Opens with like a fucking flogging.
It'll haunt you.
It's
It's a weird
crazy.
one. You can't get it out of your mind.
Yeah.
Tom Savini, Jimmy Kahn.
Tom Savini. You
No,
can
it's Ed
find him on
Harris.
eBay.
Oh, Ed Harris, right.
Ed Harris
Yeah.
is Billy. Tom Savini plays the Black Knight. And at one point he does a photo shoot where he's just kind of like, I think he's in a Speedo in the Burt Reynolds pose. And
Burt Reynolds on Cosmo.
you can is that every gym call it the Burt Reynolds stretch or just mine where like you got to like kind of open up your legs?
Oh no, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
That's
But you can find those on eBay. Like if you look up like Tom Savini, because I was trying to find a Tom Savini book and like there are a lot of those headshots signed by
He's
him.
He's pretty built in it.
I can't believe they let him use the mace. That's like a big premise of the movie is like Savini wants to use
It's-
a new
if
mace
you-
in the
if you
game,
look-
and they're like, "You can't use that mace, man. It's too serious."
The cover will fool you. There's more to it than that, and it's like this.
It's a great. It's from 1981, and it opposes the vibe of most 80s movies, which
Yes.
are all about like conformity and getting a real job. This one is like, fuck no.
It's like Romero doing his like Robert Altman or something.
If you like motorcycles or you
Ren
like
Fair.
Ren Fairs,
Naked
like
people eating pizza.
oh
and
god,
just kind of overlapping dialogue and improv and
it's like it's raw as fuck.
Here's a
in
special
cool way.
one for us.
okay.
An awesome hero, an invisible villain, time travel to a distant world. It's gonna be a wild weekend.
An awesome hero.
An awesome hero, an invisible villain, time travel to a distant world. It's gonna be a wild weekend. Now,
How do you time travel to a distant
well,
world?
that is why it's the perfect tagline. Because it doesn't make sense in the movie. It is time is part of the subtitle, and I'll give it another read that will give it away. An awesome hero, an invisible villain,
Beastmaster.
time travel to a distant
This is
world,
part 2.
Beast-
Portal of Time.
through the portal of time.
through the portal of time.
So Gabrus
Thanks.
very, very smartly picked up on because they're in another universe.
Yeah.
There's no need for time.
No,
You don't-
there's
it
no
could
time
be, It could be 1984 Earth years in
Yes.
Zod or wherever the fuck he's from. But instead, because his world is
They
like
want us
primitive,
to make you think like that's the past,
right? Like
and they're dumb. Like back in olden
their
days,
taglines, they're dumb.
in like past days when you could like talk to animals and shit, people were worshiping the god
If you guys have never seen it, throw it on for a second. The star of the movie, Mark Singer, looks like in this one, he looks like fucking the Ultimate Warrior or something with like weird bleached permed hair that we're like, oh, he's just an old guy and he's got crusty hair now or whatever. He's wearing a wig.
He's got like the worst
In the
choice.
special features, it's mind blowing when they put the wig on.
You're like,
It's like,
that's what you
wait.
picked for him? It looks like a biker's old lady or something. It's just like a
It's like a
crazy.
Daytona mom with fat triceps.
If you can read this T-shirt, the Beastmaster fell off. At one point, they drive by a marquee through like downtown Los Angeles that is showing Beastmaster, and Beastmaster does a fucking
He gets it.
He spikes the camera. He does like a double take of like
Shout out Don Coscarelli, who did send a signed headshot to the Action Boys.
Who has great stories about like the
What a
people
prick.
making Beastmaster 2 and how he's like disowned it.
Right. Coscarelli, we were talking off mic with Casey about how the William Friedkin memoir is awesome. I did really enjoy the Coscarelli memoir too. It made me go back and watch Phantasm.
Is it True Indie or?
I think it's called True Indie. Yeah.
Really fun fucking
He's got some great story and heartbreaking.
yeah,
you know?
him talking about Phantasm gets a little sad when he's like, and then we're back with the tall man for Phantasm 5. I'm like,
Just how
brother.
close he got on some kind of mainstream stuff too, you know.
Yeah, he's a great filmmaker, just never had. I mean, you could say that Beastmaster was his breakthrough success.
Yeah, he did make loot on Beastmaster.
Even though Singer was a dick to him, a bully.
Yeah. It makes you hate Singer.
It makes you hate Singer.
Because he's nice about it.
Yeah. We do love his cousin or whatever.
Here we
though.
go.
Hey, Coscarelli, why don't you get me another espresso? Get the fuck out of here, Mark.
Fuck you. Go to one of your brother's fucking Sherman Oaks pool party.
Oh, is his brother Brian Singer?
It's like his cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God,
He's
what a
hanging out with
family.
Roland Emmerich.
Yeah.
They're
Come-
doing pool parties.
Come get a few fucking pigs in a blanket from the Action Boys who've been
Yeah, we've been catering.
serving at the
God,
Brian
it hasn't
Singer pool
fucking
party.
done jack shit for my career.
You see, he's gonna come out with a documentary to clear his name.
Oh, yeah. That
I
always
can't
works.
Wait.
That'll be a Shadow Wolves
I
episode.
love these guys who are like, I know what I'll do. I'll film make my way out of this sticky situation.
Just like Spacey's gonna
Yeah,
act his way. Honestly, if I'm frank, they'll understand.
he's got to get him to do the fucking like. Okay, that's our signal to move on.
I'm
This-
taking
we're like the
advantage of the
Houston
visual
Astros.
medium.
This is
Oh,
how we
yeah, that's
cheat.
smart. That's how you cheat. Well, those guys want us to do hand signals. Remember?
Right? Yeah, we're finally doing it, you fucking pricks.
Here's another way this is done. You put the actor's name in the tagline.
Ooh, okay.
Chuck Norris is John T. Booker, and Booker is fighting back.
Now, let's take a
This
moment.
is hard.
Let's
This
take a
is
moment
weirdly
bef-
fucking hard.
because we referenced Seagal, how many of his movies are 3-word titles.
Yeah.
Chuck's storylines are all pretty similar. It's like a guy who knows martial arts and he's a cop, or he's a sheriff, or he's a
They're all
soldier.
the fucking same.
Yeah, they're
He
all the
takes
same.
Incredible risks as an actor, though, and plays them
Yes.
wildly different. So you can.
Like, and of course, John T. Booker is no exception. One of his memorable characters.
Oh yeah,
Full
John
of,
T.
like
Booker.
really specific quirks. and-
Yeah, so you can like differentiate. You're like, oh, that's where he
Oh,
was the.
that's where he had the full beard.
yeah. Talked like. That's where he, talked in clipping, monotones.
Any wild swings? I mean, this is almost impossible. You just
The Octagon.
okay? No,
Okay.
1978, if that helps at all. Which doesn't. Like
no.
even the timeline of his movies is hard
'Cause you-
because
'cause-
the quality is so shitty.
Yeah, like
across
his
the board.
88 movies
Yeah.
are shot on like they look like
The
they're in
same
70s.
film
yeah.
stock from 19. It's the same fucking scratched up shitty tape.
And he's like one of those guys who didn't age in a 10-year span because he looked like preternaturally kind of old when he first started.
He's looked the same forever. Like
Yeah.
even now, he's still kind
he
of
wears like a wig to try to keep his like look going. He's 90 years old. He's got like a fucking horrific like wig that looks like he chops it himself. Like I got to trim this a little bit.
The beard looks incredibly
They're
natural. though.
pushing his water hard lately, by the way.
I
or
just drank my
C-Force?
I
Yeah.
just drank my last C-Force the other day.
He's in new,
Fucking instantly vasectomized. My vas deferens is rattled from it.
he's a new clickbaity kind of like stuff where I see stuff now, and it used to be like Frankie Muniz or like Brendan Fraser, where it's like now it's Chuck Norris. It's like, why Chuck Norris does this every day?
Yeah. Why Chuck
What were
Norris
some of the
praised
Frankie
every-
Muniz
It was like you won't believe what happened to this actor, shit like that.
Oh, yeah. Like the stuff that's in
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
AI articles
Yes,
that are in
yes.
like the bottom of
Yeah.
other like yeah.
Malcolm's on the bottom.
Stuff like my mom will send me every once in a while.
Did you hear Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle? You won't believe what he looks like now. I have to go.
I know him from
You won't
my.
believe how beautiful this man's daughters are now.
Merry Christmas. Who's John T. Booker?
Good guys wear black.
Oh my God. Yes. And now the whole movie just washed back over me. This is the movie where they wear black for one scene in the movie, and it's the one that's weirdly the audio is so fucked up for like the first
there's
cold
almost
open.
no black in the movie.
This is the one where he has the chick over his house and he makes like one egg and a canned oyster and a salmon, a frozen tilapia fillet or whatever.
That's all he's got in the fridge.
The Oddest Couple Ever Unleashed.
Ooh.
Now, this is a good one. If you really break it down, I think you're going to be able to figure it out.
I know it.
Is it Tango and Cash?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I thought
No.
I knew. I thought it was gonna be
Turner
Turner
and
and
Hooch. Yeah. Turner and Hooch.
It is.
It's Turner and Hooch.
Yeah, Unleashed. That's what
Unleashed.
made,
Yeah,
that hit me.
Oddest
Wow.
Couple, you know it's two of them. Unleashed is the real giveaway.
Tango
Yeah.
and Cash is a fucking good guess, but Unleashed is a Tango Cash.
Tango, Cash, Turner, Hooch.
Turner Hooch.
Henry Winkler, unfortunately, unleashed from that movie. Fired by Tom Hanks.
America's uncle and America's grandpa.
He said I wasn't getting it done.
He told me I was dead in the eyes.
I'm gonna do a podcast about it. 40 episodes.
What's his quote? Like, I preferred working with Hooch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roscoe, I think, is the dog's real name. Why do I know
We
that?
looked it up. We talked about it last time, Mighty. It's Beasley.
This is the most Action Boys conversation ever. We actually talked about
We talked about
the
it.
dog.
Beasley.
The actor
We looked it
dog
up.
from Turner
Yeah.
and Hooch.
The actor
There's
playing-
multiple ones, but the hero dog.
The hero dog is Beasley, and the stunt dog is Igor. We looked all this up. Before.
Where else can
Yeah.
you get these fucking facts, folks?
I mean, if that's not a fucking like reason to tune in.
He's the ultimate. He's the ultimate killer. She's the perfect weapon. He's the ultimate killer. She's the perfect weapon.
Ooh.
It's a sequel.
Okay.
American Ninja 2?
Very close.
Close. It's
Stanger. It's
No, it's the-
Ninja-vember. Yeah, it's not American Ninja.
It's the other Ninja movies
It's
with the
Ninja
V8
3. Yeah,
Ninja 3.
the Dominion.
The Dominion, yeah. That's
Where the
it's a complete
keyboard-
departure. They had like a brand that
Yes.
kind of worked. And they're
Yeah, Ninja sold a lot of tickets, so they and this woman gets haunted by a ninja. This is the one where the ninja has a cave layer that's
Right.
full of like neon lighting.
Yeah, he's got like
he's got to possess a phone, a work like a woman who works on a phone
on the
poles.
phone lines. Yeah.
Yeah, on the phone lines. He's got to possess her to access his like magical ninja cave.
Two moments from the movie are washing over me right now that I remember loving. The entire golf course, like 14-minute action sequence
Oh,
that happens
yeah.
on the golf course, so rad. But then when she's like all sexually wound up and she pours V8 juice
V8,
all over.
yeah.
Yes,
The golf stuff hits big
it's
time now.
impossible to not think of that movie if you see a can of V8.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a
That's-
plane, I'm hard as a rock thinking about Ninja 3 The Dominion.
The sex scene where the guy fucking Gwildors some V8 off.
Yeah.
her
Keep
chest.
your boners great when you think about V8 from
I
American
can't
or
believe
from
I
Ninja
forgot
3.
to do Masters of the Universe.
I was going to say the golf stuff hits different now with DJ Khaled's golf content on Instagram. Let's go golf!
It hits different since Live
Yeah,
Golf,
Live.
since the Saudis.
Yeah.
No ninjas on our course.
The Saudis
no women
are allowing-
ninjas.
yeah,
they don't like
They don't
Ninja
want
3.
women. Yeah.
Now,
No,
where
no.
would they stand if it was a woman possessed by a man?
Ooh, that's a good.
Oh, that's good.
Because
Maybe
women
they'll
are a
grab them.
man's possession. So
That's
like
that's the loophole. They really like it.
they hate V8 though.
Here's one for Gabers. One shot, one kill, no exceptions.
Fuck. Gotta
One
be.
shot.
Sniper.
Yeah.
Sniper, 1993.
One of my favorites. Behringer.
Tom
Zane.
Behringer.
pretty good,
Billy
pretty
Zane.
good tagline.
It's
Yeah.
great.
They killed his wife 10 years ago. There's still time to save her. Murder is forever. Until now.
Time
Time
cop.
Cop.
Yeah. We're fucking in the zone now, boys. JCVD plays Walker.
Just
Not to be confused with Gabe Walker.
No. It's a popular movie. There's a lot of overlap. We covered it last episode.
just a normal American guy that can travel in time to fight crime.
I am a guy named Walker.
I'm a guy from
America.
the Midwest.
I grew up in St. Louis.
There was a convent of French nuns who lived in the Midwest of America, and now I'm an American like you.
I practiced French with my grandma. She looked like Charles Bronson.
I spent the summer in Montreal.
Lazy excuses explaining away his
Here's a-
Belgian
Well, it's
accent.
funny that
Here's an interesting one.
Sorry,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
I'm just unpacking on Van Damme real quick is he broke in America with like not great English doing martial arts.
Mhm.
There are countless Asian actors that do better martial arts, are
Don't-
better actors, but because of they're just not white.
Yeah, don't underestimate the racism over here.
Right? It doesn't matter. It's not
Like
about
Chuck Norris
language.
has a
It's not
fucking
about
career.
that. Yeah, it's just about skin.
Chuck Norris has done 4,000 movies, and Bruce Lee has done like one American studio film.
Yeah, we got to get Bruce in a couple more movies.
Okay, well, maybe this will be a good one for you guys. No fear, no stunt man, no equal.
Oh, Hooper.
No, Police Story.
Close.
Oh, is it Jackie Chan?
Mhm.
Rumble in the Bronx?
Yep. Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
Nice segue,
So that's,
Gabrus.
so that's pulling, what we know about Jackie Chan as an actor.
Yeah, there's a
into
little
the
meta
tagline.
commentary.
Yeah,
there.
that's-
Smart though. That's,
Yeah, well, because that was his intro to America.
Yeah.
Failed.
Right.
Uh,
As it should. Rumble in the Bronx.
Bad movie.
Amazing scenes in a terrible movie.
They missed the mark.
Yeah,
It's a
could
tragedy.
have just taken any of his other
They could have
movies
just
and
done Super Cop and moved it over
Absolutely.
to this country. I mean, they eventually did with like Rush Hour. Like they figured it out.
Right.
yeah. Interesting that I referenced Hooper though, because famously he did get the idea for showing his stunts at the end from Smokey and the Bandit movies.
Oh, yeah.
He liked the ad libs that they showed.
Dude, that's the best part of a Jackie Chan movie. I mean, they're so fucking exciting. And then when you watch at the end, it's like, oh, no, he broke his hips 3 times on that fucking stunt.
You watch him fall through a glass window in a mall. You're like, fuck, he fucking did that shit.
Here's
Jesus.
one that just sums up the whole fucking movie. Police Captain Ivan Danko came from behind the Iron Curtain to the streets
Red
of
Heat.
Chicago, hunting down his country's deadliest criminal. Now Danko's about to team up with the city's most unpredictable lawman. Could you imagine just sitting at the fucking poster being like, all right, yeah.
Oh, Danko's back.
Danko's in Chicago now? All right. I
wonder who-
somebody unpredictable.
I wonder who Jim Belushi is going to be in this.
Yeah, you're reading this. Which one is Arnold? Which one's Belushi?
God, if they remade the movie and they switched roles, I would fucking love it.
Belushi plays a Russian guy.
Yeah.
He could do it.
Belushi seems more like a fucking Russian dude to me than
Then the Austrian.
Arnold. Yeah.
I mean, he couldn't be more Austrian in that. He just has like a taller flat top to make him Russian, I guess.
I think this is a really challenging one, I thought.
Does that movie, does Red
Yeah.
Heat open with the cool sauna steam room fight? Oh,
It's great.
I could fucking crank it to that every day.
Let's see if we can get this one. Sometimes the only way to uphold justice is to break the law. Sometimes the only way to uphold justice is to break the law.
We said above the law already.
I would
This
say
out for
what's
just-
tricky about this is it's not the genre you think it is.
Ooh, okay.
Say it again. Sorry, Ben.
Sometimes the only way to uphold justice is to break the law. So someone who breaks the law, an outlaw. Not,
So it could be a Western.
could be a Western. It's not,
Okay.
but it's you're getting in the right direction. It's in the past, in Europe. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh my
shit.
God. I
Tough
never
tag,
would have
right?
got
Yeah, that
I
one's
never-
tough.
Oh, that
never
feels
would've got
crazy.
there.
I
I
know.
guess you don't need to stress about a tagline on a movie
Robin
called
Hood.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, I think they're purposely trying to make it sound more like a cop movie.
Right. Yeah, they're trying to sell. Man, that movie fucking rules. I fucking love Prince of Thieves so hard.
It's not a job, it's an adventure.
Oh,
Navy.
It's not Navy SEALs.
It's not
no.
Navy SEALs, but it's takes place. Everybody's involved is Navy, including
Hunt for Red October?
no.
Oh, wait, say it again.
It's not a job. It's an adventure.
Is it Top Gun?
No,
No.
but we're very close.
Iron Eagle?
No,
No, because they're Air Force in that, right?
yeah. It's
Top
our
Gun's
main. It's
naval
one of our
aviators.
main guys is the star. It's a 2-word title.
Oh, Under Siege.
Under Siege.
Oh,
damn.
God
It's
damn.
the cook.
Damn, Casey Ryback.
Casey Ryback.
fucking Ryback.
I would say
Cue ball.
they're underselling it.
Right.
They're way underselling it.
Yeah. Because that sounds like shitty Navy SEALs or, you know.
Right,
like-
and it's like, this is a movie about Tommy Lee Jones as a terrorist who takes over a fucking ship. Automatic, semi-automatic.
How would you know if someone stole your mind?
Total Recall?
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
That is
It's
a
a
good
great one.
Here's a good one.
I was literally going to answer that question. I forgot the premise of the game. I was like, I guess if they had memories.
I don't fucking know. They'd get me. I'd be fucked. Is there an answer?
They got it now, man.
The Deadly Art of Illusion.
FX.
FX2.
FX?
Well, that's weird because he's no longer in 2. He's a toy designer.
Yeah, well, the problem with FX1 is it's another one of these. It's like, Raleigh Tyler is the top FX man. It's like one of the
it's
ones.
one of the ones where
yeah.
it's the log line is the tagline, more or less.
You want a big explosion?
Oi, it's Bluey. You operate it
Bluey.
with a telemetry suit.
Yeah, here's
National Australian
Here's another
treasure.
dead giveaway. Dalton lives like he...
Roadhouse.
He's got his philosophy degree from NYU.
Dalton lives like a loner, fights like a professional, and loves like there's no tomorrow.
That's
Wow,
great.
Yeah,
that's
good,
awesome.
right?
That's great.
Oh man,
Hey, did you guys see? So Gyllenhaal is doing
the Roadhouse on Paramount.
Roadhouse, yeah, with fucking
Gyllenhaal?
whatever his name is. I go hard G, dude. He's doing that. Who's the director? It's Doug Liman.
Lyman, yeah.
Yeah.
And he did a UFC thing where he did like a fake weigh-in and jumped out there, and he's kind of getting dragged on Instagram for it.
He looks pretty shredded.
He looks shredded. I
Yeah.
did
But
look
he's like 40 years old.
yeah.
That drives me crazy that they're like that. Of all the shit that you're like remaking, you could just make another movie about bouncers. Like this movie is like it's so singular.
People know Roadhouse, so we'll call it
And
that.
I'm not just mad because I auditioned for like a heavy in it and didn't get it. Like that was infuriating to me.
Okay, here's one for Stanger. She's a girl from the big city. He's a reckless soldier of fortune. For a fabulous treasure, they share an adventure
Romancing the
no
Stone.
one could imagine or survive. Romancing the Stone,
love it.
1984. A little heavy.
Yeah,
They could have caught maybe a sentence off of that.
a little wordy. Yeah.
Here's one for all of us. This is very simple. The last man alive is not alone.
Omega Man.
Omega Man.
Hello, Colonel Neville.
It's me, Charlton Heston. He plays Colonel Neville.
Doctor
and
Colonel
it's
Dr. Colonel.
Dr. Colonel Neville. And it's
Dr.
so-
Colonel Neville King Jr. I think
It's
is
so well cast because we've learned through doing this podcast, Heston is one of the all-time great monologists out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
and giving him
The whole movie's just talking to himself.
Give him busy work
Yeah.
and let him narrate it, and you're set.
Well, another 4-minute mile. Which we couldn't, was he just like making his own records up, or did he really run?
was he making a gag
He's
about like I'm
60
old and
years
can't
old,
run?
Yeah.
Or was he like, are we supposed to
I
believe
think we're supposed to believe because he's shirtless in a lot of the movie. He's
proud
he
of
looks
himself.
awesome?
Yeah.
He's proud of
He
it.
looks awesome for a 60-year-old guy who lives alone.
Also, where did we read about how somebody needed something and he jogged down the beach to get it?
That was
that in Planet of the Apes?
Yeah. One of the
People
monkeys
in-
needed a straw to drink or something. It was
Yeah, the people
Hold
wearing
on.
the prosthetics for their makeup. Like,
Cornelius or
yeah, Roddy McDowell couldn't fucking get the soup down, and so Heston's like, I'll jog and get
I'll
it.
jog and get my gun. I have to get my gun anyway.
You could take this straw from my dead hands.
I have a suit that I bought from a prop store that has C. Heston in the label, and these guys don't think it's real. They think that I got.
I'm not even. This is the first I'm hearing about it, or if I'm I lied the last time.
I mean, I think like the imaginary us that lives in your mind is like definitely.
Is this the first you're hearing about it?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Oh, okay, yeah. So maybe.
But it does. I mean, I like this theory. I don't remember telling you, but I love the idea of like just a fucking place being like just stitch fucking bullshit. We charge whatever we
Put
want.
an extra $40 on it and say,
Yeah, this is a real
See,
fucking Russian jacket that Ivan Danko wore.
well, he's
I'll pay any price.
Heston's not small, right? He's like a tall guy.
It was weird. It was like I had to get it altered, and there was like weird, real specific, like one shoulder pad bigger than the other, like all that kind of shit.
Okay.
I ended up having to kind of lose the jacket. It was a brown suit that had a vest, like a cool 3-piece suit, and the jacket never quite worked, but the pants and the vest worked. And I don't know if I still have it, but I saved it forever because it had Heston in there, and it looked distressed, like it looked.
That'd be
old.
really funny if he didn't own the suit, but it was when he briefly launched a suit company.
His
Where my
apparel
new
line.
CS
Get your Heston Veston.
They even you out when you have a harness on. My one shoulder goes down because of my heavy gun.
I did wear it and run a 4-minute mile though, which is pretty fucking
This
cool.
is such a shitty tagline. I had to write it down. How we doing on time?
We're great.
We got time.
Lots of action, lots of bullets.
Now, this could be about 40% of the movies.
The
on the
Matrix.
God, weirdly kind of close, I guess, in that it's a set in the future dystopia.
cover. Oh, a lot of bullets in the future.
It's a world where someone could easily have the name Hunts's Ketchup.
Oh wow, Medicine Man? Or no, not Medicine Man. What am I thinking of?
Harley
Marlboro,
Davidson and the Marble Roman.
Yeah,
Harley Davidson and the Medicine Man. What are you doing with that motorcycle out here in the jungle? The motorcycle could swim up your pee hole.
As an undercover cop, he's in a class by himself. This you should be
Kindergarten
able-
cop.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's not the fall that kills you. It's not the fall that kills you. Which one is it, guys?
Is it terminal velocity or drop zone?
Take your guess.
Drop zone.
Nope.
I'm gonna guess. Drop
Medicine
zone.
Man.
Marvelous.
This hanger's going. I'm gonna go with Medicine Man
We
again.
haven't done. Taking crime to new heights.
Terminal velocity.
No, man.
Drop zone.
Drop zone.
I'm gonna guess terminal velocity.
Drop zone is Snipes. Terminal velocity is Sheen.
Yes.
All right.
Here's a bad one.
Which one do we like more? That's a fun. We
I
should
like
do
Drop
a
Zone
full-
more.
We should do a professional debate over which
Yeah.
movie is better.
I can't remember where we landed.
I feel like I like Drop Zone more in my head, but I think that's because anything with Snipes just sizzles for me.
Terminal velocity is like Sheen has a factor that he adds to every movie that make him fun somehow.
Yeah.
There's
but
more memorable shit, like her coming into his office, him like in the stupid suit going to like the fucking little kid birthday party.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
right.
like, "This is a
Lands at the
stripper,"
party in the beginning.
but it's
yeah.
the wrong place. But Drop Zone I like because like Busey's kind of fun in that one, and
yeah.
there's some good.
There's the bald dude who we theorized. He's
He's in Cliffhanger.
He's in Cliffhanger where he's also parachuting, and we're like, could he? Like, Gabrus was convinced this guy could really.
This guy was a
This guy's a
skydiver
skydiving
first,
enthusiast.
and then became an actor. And I'm like, this is classic Gabrus. Like, I wrote a full fucking narrative for a fucking character who has no lines.
He's
in his-
excellent in Cliffhanger. It's like I just want my fucking money.
Here's one that weirdly works because it's a mess of a tagline and it's a mess of a movie. It's going to take a dead man to save the country, ... from a death merchant's dream of destruction.
Wow.
It's going to take a dead man to save the country from a death merchant's dream of destruction.
Is it Universal Soldier?
No, it is the
Marlboro Man.
It is the start of a franchise that never went anywhere based on books.
Oh, Remo Williams.
Remo Williams.
Yeah,
Oh
The
my
Adventure
God.
Begins.
Begins.
Oh my! Calling your movie "The Adventure Begins" is such a
Du-
fun.
du- 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 du. The Destroyer novel series. There's 8,000 books.
Yeah, multiple writers. They just never stop.
They're like choose your own adventures. where
Every
you're just
couple
like-
of years,
What
it's like
what
we're turning
maybe
this into a
hamstrings that movie a little bit, makes it a little dated? Is there any part of that movie that makes
Oscar
it-
winner Joel Grey playing a Korean guy in it.
I explained to one of my friends who like knows Joel Grey from Broadway. I was like, "Have you ever seen Remo Williams?" First off, I was dumb enough to be like, "Well, you know who Joel Grey is?" She's like, "Yeah, he's a very famous Broadway actor." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Have you ever seen him portray a Korean, an old magical Korean man in Remo Williams? The Adventure Begins.
Teaches Fred Ward how to run across water. Lacrosse. God damn it. It was funny.
Lacrosse. He runs across Lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
When you have an attitude, who needs experience? This is a good one.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. When you have an attitude, who needs experience?
Is it, okay, I'm going to guess, is it Cuffs?
Cuffs.
Ah, yeah.
I was trying to sell it to you with my face.
Well, I just like it, we haven't talked about Cuffs in about 59 minutes, so it had to be.
When you have experience, who needs experience? Fuck, I fucked it up.
No, that's good.
Finally, one
Don't
for Ben.
worry. You're safe. I got a quass.
It's time for action.
Time.
It's time for action.
Oh, Action Jackson.
Action Jackson.
Oh man,
There's a
movie I love, but I couldn't place one scene from the movie in my head.
Oh,
right
come
now.
on. Craig T. Nelson.
Nelson.
was
Oh,
doing
we're doing the kickboxing, the high kick, the weirdly.
Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. Dude,
I like
so the set piece at the end when Action Jackson finally faces the evil rich
Played by Carl
villain.
Weathers
Carl
very well.
Weathers
at the peak of his condition.
He looks incredible. And the bad guy is Coach Craig T. Nelson. And they do this thing where it's like, I believe it's a point of view shot. So you're looking right at Carl Weathers, and they're you cut back to Craig T. Nelson, and he can't do kicks.
He's playing a kickboxing guy.
And yeah, because they show him training earlier in the movie. Like he's a billionaire that like has a martial arts coach.
The legs come, so like if the frame is here, his legs come up like into screen like this.
Yeah, like in
where
a
he's
way
like,
that would be physically impossible. They're clearly sneakers on sticks.
It looks like Wayne's World 2, you know, like when he has like a fake kung fu fight and like the guy knocks on the door.
It looks like Jiminy Glick.
Here's
The way his like little legs.
Here's the
It looks
expanded-
like Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
I think here's the expanded tagline. Name Jericho Jackson. Nickname Action. Home Detroit. Profession cop. Education Harvard Law. Hobby fighting crime. Weapon you're looking at him.
Oh, that's cool. I forgot that he was a Harvard grad in
Yeah.
the movie too.
He's a Harvard grad, but only a high school track star. We did laugh because they give him all this backstory, like, God damn it, you're a goddamn Harvard grad, high school junior varsity track star.
It's like could have easily
yeah.
been
Yeah,
ran
just-
track at Harvard.
Or just make him run in the fucking Olympics if you're going
Fuck it, it's a
that
movie.
Yeah. Fucking take something from Colonel Dr. Neville. Just give him everything.
Give him another title, Reverend Dr. Colonel Neville.
And I run a 4-minute mile.
One time you beat 3 kids in preschool in a track meet.
I'm not going to do the voice because it'll give it away. This is where the law stops and I start. Run it through your head in the many accents and vocal tics of our favorite actors, and then pick which one sounds the right to you.
This is where the law stops.
This is where the law stops and I start. And it works because it kind of makes no sense at all. When
Is it Cobra?
You got it. Cobra. This is where the law stops and I start.
It's because it
Zombie
really
Squad.
is. It is a slight variation on "You're the disease
Yes.
and I'm the
Yep.
cure." It's like pretty much that. Yeah.
This is where I cut the crust off the pizza, you know?
I use a scissor.
The year is 2019. The finest men in America don't run for president. They run for their lives.
Running Man?
Running Man. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's great.
That is awesome. And I forgot that movie takes place in 2019. That's fucking awesome.
What's his name in that? The Butcher of Bakersfield.
Richards.
Ben Richards. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
it's easy for me to remember because it's so close to my name.
Ben Richards, Ben Run.
Killian.
The cut of like where they made him look like the bad guy is the funniest thing ever.
It's like when they make Homer like reach for the Venus de Milo on the girl's ass or whatever.
He's chopping up like, I did it.
Wait, this also for listeners, we should just call out the screen grab of the first rattle off of the credits at this movie. The Running Man just has
Yes,
the
we
best.
went through it on our High and Mighty episode. We went through it's like because all
This
the
is-
actors
Ben,
are, it's
Ben
all
sent this to us before we started the podcast.
it's all kind of actors or who are just interesting, like fucking Dweezil Zappa, for example,
Right.
or Mick Fleetwood. So like even all the
The
cast
character names are bananas.
and then
and then the actual real names of the
Kodo,
And
Professor
some actual
Tanaka.
professional wrestlers.
Yeah, Professor Tanaka, Jesse the Body Ventura, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Here's a
alone.
tough one.
And it's also directed by Starsky from Starsky.
You
and
guys,
Hutch.
we had this exact conversation last time we were talking about it. Al Pacino is cruising for a killer. Name the movie.
And that tagline is too long, too boring. You get into the rants and the same stories over and over.
Here's
again.
one that's almost fucking impossible. Cunning, devious, dangerous, treacherous. Cunning, devious, dangerous, treacherous. I guess the only thing that I could do that could maybe help is think of each of those as a different person, but they're all the same character.
Ooh, the Saint.
Yes.
God damn, Simon Templar.
Bruno. My name is Bruno Huffenpuff.
Yeah.
The original Bruno.
I'm Augustus.
Oh, here's one for Stanger.
Damn deal.
He fucking keeps the wad of cash in his leather pants. It's so awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple good ones for you. Hell hath no fury like a composite of 183 serial killers. Meet Sid 6.7.
Oh, virtuosity.
We talked about this a lot, but when they're scanning the names that go into that they pull their like it's got like Hitler and fucking Pol Pot and stuff. It's like, what the fuck do we need that to make the ultimate serial killer? It's got like weird dictate. It's like Emi Anan and all those people. It's so fucking funny. Like where the movie is like
Jerry Jones.
This guy's got built a little. Hunter Biden.
Rick Caruso.
Yeah. What most people call hell, he calls home. One of the best ones.
Yeah. Rambo 2.
That's Rambo First Blood Part 2, 1985.
Ugh, that's a
What most
fucking
people
rip.
call hell, he calls home.
That's Troutman's line.
yeah.
Eat things that make a billy goat puke. That's from the first one, but that's the one I remember. He's trained to live off the land. Eat things that would make a billy
No gun, no knife, no equal.
Oh,
What are those? No gun, no knife. What are those things?
weapons.
weapons? Oh, the perfect weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff
Jeff
Speakman.
Jeff
Speakman,
Speakman.
who fucking was supposed to come to our first live show.
Oh, yeah.
And he just, like, day of was like, I can't make it.
He's like, oh, it's in person or whatever. Like, yeah.
Jeff Passman.
Who Howard Stern famously, we loved The Perfect Weapon in our house. I think my dad liked the martial arts movie about the lanky white guy in jeans, and a bad leather jacket for some reason. And we also loved Howard in the house. And when Perfect Weapon came out, Howard Stern kept referring to Jeff Speakman as the kicking Jew, and it was like the funniest fucking thing in our house. We were like, it like ruined the movie for my dad. He was like, oh.
Drugs, sex, and murder. This gang was game for anything till they met a cop who'd stop at nothing. Drug, sex, and murder.
Drug, sex, and murder cop. So
This gang.
it sounds, I mean, I want to say.
Also was game. I think that is maybe an allusion to.
I was gonna say it's Stone Cold.
It's Stone Cold.
Yeah, that was.
Wow. Joe Huff.
God, good pulse. The only thing I can place about this movie is that he has a Komodo dragon and makes a weird smoothie.
Yeah.
And that's the first 2 minutes of the
credits.
movie.
Opening credits.
Can't be a stud if you don't eat your grub.
Unarmed
Is that
and
his-
extremely dangerous.
Extremely dangerous. Also, his dragon's name is Fido in that.
This one's tough.
I'm kind of mimicking my new style off the Boz.
Yes, I was
so
gonna bring it up,
I should
yeah.
like dive in a little bit. I should like do a little more Boz research.
Yeah.
Get into
He's got, I
steroids.
think he's got the shape of his fade is a little bit different than
Yeah, he
yours.
does like
Yeah.
the kind of like he has like the Christmas tree kind of.
Yeah.
He has to go when he was playing. You're like when he was playing football at Oklahoma, and then in that movie, he's got to pass for biker, so it's a little more.
Yeah, it's not like Florida mullet. It's
Yeah, 'cause
more
he's got to
like-
be John Stone, the biker. He's Joe Huff as a police officer. Hey, Stone, man, Stone's here,
Is
man.
this the one where Lance Hendrickson it gets set on fire, and
That's
like,
Hard Target.
Oh, that's Hard Target, and
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, he really set on fire, and like clearly he's got like gel on his neck and shit.
Yeah, somebody had to like just step in and say like, no, this is a fucking giant studio movie.
We wouldn't set any actor on fire, no less Lance Henriksen, or else we'd have to bring in Gary Graham.
Okay, can you guys figure this one out?
Gary Graham is Lance Henriksen after Set on Fire.
It's a Robot Jocks reference, the star of
Robot Jocks, an upcoming movie that we're doing on Action Boys. Unarmed and extremely dangerous.
I love that one.
This is a reference to Jake Lowe.
Oh shit!
Oh, wow, Rapid Fire.
Rapid Fire, very good. Yeah, Brandon Lee.
Marlboro Man.
So Brandon Lee, two big movies, right? Like that we really enjoyed: Showdown, Little Tokyo, and
And
Rapid
people would
Fire.
argue The Crow. I don't know how much.
Oh,
we
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
necessarily love The Crow.
I don't.
But
I liked The Crow,
I
but I don't.
liked
I
it.
think the other movies are more fun to me.
I like you get to see him better in the other ones.
yeah.
I liked Rapid Fire. Showdown in Little Tokyo, bad tagline, if I remember correctly. Or just like explain too much of the movie, kind of
It's
boring.
Tokyo, but
Yeah.
little.
These two cops. If there's a mission that no man could survive, then he's the man for the job. One of our great action actors.
Is it Braddock? Is it Missing in Action?
This is Commando.
Oh wow, John
shit,
Matrix.
John
Yeah,
Matrix.
Matrix.
John, I can beat you, John.
I think that's one of my
Vernon
favorites of
Wells.
all time is fucking Commando. It just has everything I want in it. I think the best of gearing up montages. It's Rambo, of course, like Rambo 2, like one of the best. I think.
Now I can't remember the director's work, but you liked it more than Low Down Dirty Shame
Yeah, just a little bit.
because they do have dueling scenes of like our hero preparing.
But this is where he just bicks his head.
He bicks his head, puts on like little tiny like John Lennon sunglasses
Now I
and a
look
Nehru
good. I
collar.
shaved my head.
He puts on like Gary Oldman and fucking Dracula glasses.
Fucking second, mark it off again. Can't believe we dropped Dracula again.
My name is Dracula.
I'll end on a couple of good ones.
Dude, how fucking scary was that armor that he wore? Right?
Designed
What he
by
was-
what the fuck was the designer's
Giorgio Armani.
Is it? It's one of the big names, right? It is.
His battle to save the Alaskan wilderness and protect its people can only be
it's-
won. ...
It's Seagal. Is it On Deadly Ground?
Or is it
Yes.
Fire Down Below?
It's on deadly
On
ground
Deadly
now.
Ground.
For bonus points, can you name his character? It's a great name.
Oh God.
Oh, it's probably like Dennis Proudfoot or some shit.
Close. Forrest Taft.
His first name is Forrest, and he's like an environmentalist.
It's great. This is a good
Fire
one.
Down Below is the where he works for the EPA.
Michael
Yes.
Caine.
Yeah, that's no. Michael Caine's in On Deadly Ground.
On Deadly Ground. Okay.
On Deadly Ground is the oil. Fire
Oil,
Down Below
yeah.
is the mining.
Yeah, it's where they're like dumping sewage and shit in the mines.
This is it.
And
And Fire
Harry-
Down Below is
Harry
where he
Dean
wears the
Stanton-
leather jacket
Harry
and is a handyman.
Harry Dean Stanton and what's his name from the band?
Oh, from the
Levon
band.
Helm.
Oh,
Levon
Levon
They're
Helm.
both
Helm,
like
that's
because you
right.
like clearly just want guys to like play guitar with.
Yeah, and he actually
Yeah.
plays guitar in the movie. Like, hey, why don't you get up on stage and play?
Yeah, wow,
Oh,
you're
right.
from the EPA. Why don't you get up there and play guitar?
Here's a good one to end on, and it keeps us with Seagal. He's LA's detective Mason Storm. 3 hired assassins left him for dead. He's waited 7 years to even the score.
You could take that to the bank, the blood bank.
A lot of score evening.
Yeah.
Right, because it was like the time of like, well, we can't just have these guys be raw killers. They
Yeah.
have to be like.
There's got to be a reason.
There's got to be a reason why they just murder an entire nationality in
Mm-hmm.
a section of neighborhood or whatever. For the Seagal movies,
Senator. The
the blood bank. Go down to Chinatown and get me some of these herbs.
This is, of course, where he met his ex-wife, Kelly LeBrock.
Oh,
She calls the movie hard to watch. I disagree.
Hard to watch.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's an easy watch.
I think it's one of his. I think it's one of the better Seagal.
It's a-
Oh,
it's a
absolutely.
fucking
It's
blast.
incredible.
It's top. Yeah, it's up there. It's top 5, right?
I need you to go down to Chinatown. I think it's like
It's top 3. Like
I think it's like
What-
maybe
what-
Under Siege is better than this.
I
and
think it's
that's
Under
it.
Siege. Then it's Hard to Kill. Then it's a toss up between Gino and Nico. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then those other
Out for
ones.
Justice and Above the Law.
I think
Law.
Above the Law is the one in Chicago, right?
With the dog with Coraggio. gives a kid a German Shepherd puppy.
I named him Coraggio.
Italian for courage. How's your mother doing? Since I got her off the street and I didn't molest her, I didn't like sexually
Hey, you
assault
going
her.
back to school? All these guys got to inspire everybody to like change their
They're
lives.
good guys. His beard when he wakes up from the coma and Hard to Kill looks like what Chuck
Did you do
Norris
this?
is trying to do now.
Did you do this to me?
His beard and Hard to Kill. There's like a shot.
bizarre.
I have like it's on my phone, just a screenshot. Oh, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. It might like come up when you call or something because it's so familiar to me. It's just Seagal in bed like this with like weird fake hair, like wizard beard on.
Yeah, they gave him a long beard and that. And that's got a great, we love training montages on this podcast. That is a great like revitalize and get back to like your fighting shape, where he has Kelly LeBrock go to Chinatown to pick him up some herbs and needles.
So he can do acupuncture on himself.
He can do acupuncture and like
Light
he
it on
does
fire.
He does the acupuncture with the incense on it, so he can get into the lotus position, and fucking like be smoking.
Weirdly enough, Kelly LeBrock luckily has a dojo at her house that she's hiding him out.
as a
She has like an all wood room.
Yeah.
And so his big, let's try to remember the elements of his training montage. It's the wooden board that's in the ground with the rope on it that he punches and eventually breaks.
Yeah, we've seen it in a lot of martial arts movies.
Hill sprints.
Oh yeah.
There's lat pull downs on a machine on a Nautilus in there. Like I got to get back out there.
Yeah, I mean, for a while, that was pretty much all you could do to show somebody training in a movie was lat pull downs or like hamstring curls or dips. We've noticed.
Yeah.
I didn't really ever step outside of like
sometimes they'll do
pec deck?
just a press.
Oh, like Eugene will hit the pec deck.
blue steel.
Blue
Yeah.
steel.
Yeah.
Really light pec deck.
While he's fucking going crazy.
It's like 5'4".
Blue Steel, if memory serves me correctly, because I did look it up today, I didn't write it down, was a point blank thriller.
Ooh, that's
good.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
I never would have guessed that. I would have guessed fucking Medicine Man.
It's got to be Medicine Man.
Medicine
Point blank.
Man.
Is it point blank?
What's
Mickey
weird is like
Rourke.
Gross point
Yeah.
blank.
I was like, oh, because she did Point Break.
Catherine Bigelow. Yeah. That's funny. So real quick, we should do like a little bit of health and fitness, because I just wanted to talk to these guys about this.
Yeah, before we get it, we're going to get to Stanger's. What would you call it before? Stanger's Scraps? Or what was the name you had? You had a fake name for it?
Head scratchers.
Stanger's Head Scratchers.
This is the
This
Action
is the
Boys.
random segment of the show that makes no sense with anything we've done before it.
Action Boys Health and Fitness Hoedown.
We got to find branding for it. But yeah, I've been asking Stanger some fitness questions.
Oh yeah, so this is real quick. So I told these guys about this Shakespeare protein shaker I got, $60 it retails for. Is it worth the money? It's absolutely not worth the money at all.
Now, what you said it had no edges, which was its appeal to it.
Yeah, so there's no edge, so like no protein crust gets stuck in there when you're trying to
We
wash
brought
it up.
up a lot how bad these things smell.
Yes. I have to remember to use my water bottle sometimes to rinse it out if I'm going to if I got to go do an errand after I go to the
If
gym.
you leave it in the car, it could fucking kill somebody. Like if they just like open it up, it's like what was in here? It could
Fucking go to Seagal fucking
hard to
coma
kill mode. Yeah.
You end up looking like the fucking people in like the Joker. The
3
gas-
podcasters poisoned him with an old protein bottle. Now he's back to even the score.
He considered that 3-0, so he has to get back up to 3 to even it. But really, he wants to win.
He wants to
so
win,
he'll
so
have
he's
to
gonna
do
need one
double
more and-
overtime.
Oh, forgettable Chuck Norris movie. Just a couple of random words put together. So it does deliver on the no edges, and that is a nice feature. I think the reason it costs so much is because it's thermal lined.
Like
it'll
a Yeti, kind of.
Yeah, so it'll
Keep it
keep
cold?
stuff hot or cold. And I guess if you were doing like people will mix protein powder with collagen, and so you could do that like scalding hot coffee in here with collagen and shake it hard, and you're safe, and it'll keep it warm and keep your hand cool.
Oh, you can make like a bulletproof adjacent coffee
Yeah.
pretty easily in there.
But I don't ever do that. I'm just like quickly just mixing.
I just have
easily-
powder in it, go to the gym,
Yeah.
add water on my way out,
Yeah.
usually. Yeah.
So I'm the same. So I think it's the $60 insulation thing is lost on me a little bit.
You drink it like 5 seconds after filling it up, right?
Yeah,
Like
so it's like immediately, and it's like it is very heavy and durable. It could survive in one of these dystopian futures that we're talking about.
But does it smell?
Does not smell. No,
Okay, well, that's kind of selling me a little bit.
yeah, you can get it clean. I mean, it does provide options. It is a
Does it
hefty
have
price
like
point.
does it need like a strainer ball in it?
No.
No. Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
great.
Yeah.
I might be down with that. Solely because you just sold me on like even just like
You just told us it's not worth it, then proceeded to sell us.
Well, I mean, it's a splurge.
right, yeah.
And so I would
I have
say
so little things I spend money on. Like this is like exciting to me.
Well, another thing that's kind of a splurge that's worth it is this new podcast I've been hearing about, the Action Boys.
Dude, I'm glad
it-
you brought this up because Action Boys has changed my life.
It's kind of a game changer. A lot of people are talking about it, and I usually listen to it for maybe only like 3 hours a week.
Yeah, it's all you need. It's the minimum dose required because you really do get a lot out of that. Now you can do more and push it, but really all you need is 3 hours a week, and that's just the $5
And your
tier.
girlfriend will like it too.
and people are saying that paying for podcasts is not necessary, but that's a myth. It has to do with your genetics and chronotype.
It's all about your chronotype. So if you match your chronotype up with the episode, you can find yourself an Action Boys episode that means a lot.
I find it really easy to work into my routine. And to me, it's just a daily part of my everyday.
Now, it's for me important for me listening to Action Boys. Listening to Action Boys for me hits on a few different fronts. It's both mental, it wakes me up, it gets me excited, and it's also physical in that I'm laughing and I'm engaging my core.
Yeah.
Something that I'm doing passively. And I've some listeners have seen results of up to 200 to 300 calories burnt just passively.
People have started to notice and ask me on a regular basis, like, there's something different about you. And I'll kind of be like, hey, check this out. And they'll get back to me and be like, yo, man, thank you so much for introducing me to this. This is now a daily part of my everyday regime that I do daily.
People are asking me because I lost my double chin. Obviously, you can tell by my perfectly anvil-shaped beard that my chin is gone. And that's not from Jazzercise.
Yeah.
That's from laughing at the Shadow Wolves episode, which is a monthly $8 tier
Because
episode.
you've actually showed us the photos. It's really remarkable.
Yes, if anything, can we just throw it up here? The before
Yeah.
picture.
So, and yeah, one looks like him shaven and with way shorter hair. One looks like maybe he just grew his hair out and like is smiling and
Yeah,
tan.
and one I'm a little tanner
Yeah.
in, and the camera's a little further away.
Yeah, but those are just superficial things. Like you can actually tell the difference in these.
And the thing you can't tell, the difference that's impossible to measure is how I'm feeling inside. Because it's about look, feel, perform. Now, you could see I obviously look better. You could see I'm obviously performing better. But you can't see how much better I feel from going to actionboys.biz and signing up as a Patreon.
People
member.
definitely should. It's not a myth.
It's not a myth. You just have to line it up with your chrono.
yeah, if you line it up with your chronotype,
The right chronotype.
yeah, if you line it up with
People have been listening to Action Boys since who knows?
yeah, I mean, my hair is a lot fuller. My dick's a lot harder. These are things like guys feel uncomfortable talking about. But
Well, I first
Yeah.
heard about Action Boys while I was watching pornography on Pornhub, and there was a
Yeah.
little ad where one dick couldn't fill the jar up with
Yeah.
cum, but the one of the Action Boys listener was overflowing
know.
with cum.
Hell, since I've been listening, I've made people squirt. It's not a myth. It's not pee.
It's not pee. It's not
It's not pee. It
It's
has
not
to do with
pee
your
or a
chronotype.
meat.
It's not
it's not a
pee.
meath or peeth. It's got to do with what your chronotype is. What I mean, a lot of this stuff is out there. Like you just have to look it up. And for me, talking with you guys about this,
Right,
too,
just organically.
Yeah, it's just a natural
This is just
conversation
a
that comes
natural
up on our
conversation,
podcast.
It's just-
Yeah.
There's a couple guys talking.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on High and Mighty. It's always a blast to talk to you. It's fun to do it for a slightly different topic for 90 minutes instead of 3 hours, I guess. But for real, also, you guys have some other great podcasts. Check out the Dumbbells here in the Headgun family and check out Raj Tapes. You can get them wherever you get podcasts. These guys are, obviously, I'm fans of them. I have to be at this point. But check out their shit and check out my shit. Bye, shitheads.
Blood sport.
your shit's going to look great once you take in some Action Boys content.
Since I became a Shadow Wolf member, the amount of blood in my bowel movements has reduced by almost 1 gallon.
Unless you want more, then you'll get more.
Yeah, if you're looking for more blood. Blood in, blood out. Actionboys.biz.
That was a HeadGum podcast.
In a part of the world where there are no rules.
Holy shit, guys, I'm so pumped.
I definitely have not watched this since I rented it on VHS in 92.
Strangers united by the threat of death.
We got all the fucking major players. Seagal.
Vladimir Putin is a good man.
Arnold.
Here, come, give it to me.
I need you to cream pie me now.
Stallone. People are loving this movie.
It's actually, it's got a lot of heart.
You're mentally irregular.
Now, somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna pay.
I would fucking love for my wife to like see me rip a guy's throat out.
But they didn't count on one thing.
This movie's fucking insane.
It's how you know it's a good movie. You have to do almost all the work yourself to figure it
Oh,
out.
there's a fantasy component. There's some sword fighting.
There's some lightning.
There's a new game in town.
You wake up after a few years and then you don't even know who you are anymore.
We're going to be making Terminators. We're going to make a really great deal with the Xenomorphs.
I don't hate him, but I've been in a room.
Yes, I understand.
This is now the 20th ending of the movie.
I am dark.
I'm your dad.
Action Boys. Boys will be boys.
Subscribe here for bonus content and more free stuff from behind the paywall. To get new episodes, become a patron at actionboys.biz.
Do it. Do it.
Come on, do it now!